Bruce's big call Dinar Intel Tuesday night November 19, 24. Listen to the full version on the official DinarReport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Transcribed by Wiser, now emailed to recaps. Welcome everybody to the big call tonight. It's Tuesday, November 19th and you're listening to the big call. I'm really excited to welcome everybody tonight, and to have you come in. No matter where you are around the globe, our satellite team is getting the call out to sometimes as many as 200 countries. And I'm excited everybody's here to listen to. There should be a pretty good call tonight. I'm excited about it, and I know you guys are too. Alright, so let's talk about what I wanted to bring in my segment to you guys tonight. And so let's talk, first of all, about what they've been doing Saturday and Sunday. This past Saturday and this past Sunday 2 days ago, they took 4 of our currencies, Iraqi dinar, Vietnamese dong, Afghanistan, Afghani and the Indonesian rupiah. Those 4 currencies are being tested on all bank screens around the globe. And they wanted to test and make sure the rates of those were coming up the same in each country where they were showing up. And all of the tests have placed Saturday and Sunday, and the word was, they all went off without a hitch. So the system is ready. They test those 4 currencies and they're all ready to go. Now in the meantime, certain people, certain bankers, certain hedge fund managers but certain politicians were possibly trying to get a jump on the exchanges and get started doing these prior to the kickoff date for our exchanges to start. And I don't know how many were involved in that. We don't have numbers like that, and we weren't told there were numbers. But they said they were picked up and arrested for that. So that system is working beautifully around the globe. The other thing is, we did hear a few days ago, guess it was over the weekend. I heard Saturday and Sunday that it was very likely that we would get started this week, and that was really good news. Before I give you the good news about that, I want to tell you something that we've been talking about, and that is the restitution and reclamation allowance. Is what I call it, R&R, and I want to talk to you about Social Security increases. Alright, R&R. They've made this a little simpler. They've got it divided up into 3 age groups. The lowest is starting at the age of 30 to 40. Let's call it 30 to 45, then they have a group from 45 to 60. And then the third group is 60 and older, so-called retirement age people. Some of them want to security as early as 62 now going to work. We're going to start the group 60 and older. This group, if you're getting Social Security at age 62, 65, 70 whatever, if you're getting Social Security now, your R&R will pay you a lump sum to the bank account where you are receiving Social Security. Unless you are exchanging currencies and redeeming ZIM, in which case it will be at your appointment in your Quantum account. And you'll find that out as you're activating Quantum account. Remember what that requires by fingerprint or thumbprint. Password, free account, a new username for the account, password, a 5-digit PIN code, number, new email. Those are the things that 3 that are required to set up your now the money's going to. Let's say it's already in the account for you. Now, when you set it up, you'll see that balance, and you say, oh, that is my R&R, so write that down as a separate number. Write it down so you'll know how much you actually received in R&R. Write it down so you'll know how much you actually received in R&R, and remember, that's going to include interest paid on loans, bank loans, mortgages, interest paid on credit cards, car loans, etc. All of that is there, plus income taxes paid forever. Really, and anything else that I can think of, that's all included. The other thing is the trading of your birth certificate, which they traded on all of our certificates, as though they were bonds, a marriage license if you've been married, a divorce agreement or decree if you've been divorced, a death certificate, if you had a spouse die. All of these things are included in your R&R balance. And you'll have that in your Quantum account, and you just need to move some of those monies into your Wells, Fargo or other bank accounts. Now that's for the retirement age group. Let's just call them 60 and older. The next, let's start with the first group, which was the younger folks that are aged 30 to 45 if you're in that age group. You'll get your R&R paid out over 3 years, paid to you every month. Whatever that total would be is divided up into 36 monthly payments, and you would receive that every month for 3 years. Let's go to the next group. Age 45 to 60, that group receive your R&R paid out over 2 years period every month for 2 years or 24 payments. That's going to come to you since you're not eligible for social. If they don't know what your bank account is, or you don't have a bank account, and you're in those groups, Group A and Group B, let's call it, then they would have to get in touch with you. And you have to let them know your account information. They had a lot of that already on us. They already know that for the most part. Alright, here's one more thing about the two younger groups. The group that's aged 30 to 45 needs to sign a document saying they're working, they keep their job or. Alright, here's one more thing about the two younger groups. The group that's aged 30 to 45 needs to sign a document saying if they are working, they keep their job for another 15 years. If they don't have a job, they need to say that they will get a job. It has to be like a 30-week part-time or greater part-time job. Now if you're in the second group, which is age 45 to 60, that group, you have to say that you'll sign the agreement that says that you'll work for another 10 years. Okay. Now remember, this is just the rough idea of what the program is going to be. You'll have to see exactly how it plays out for you based on your age. 58, 59 years old, you might just be looking to work another 2 years, not 10 years. You see what I'm saying, until you hit what we would call retirement age, which, 62 is awfully young to retire. I don't think there's anything in the Bible about retiring. I'm not retired, and Bob's not retired. Sue is not retired. None of us are going to quote, unquote, retire. We might do something different, because we're going to be working our projects and creating leadership teams and all of that to take our projects and run with it. But that's what I wanted to tell you about R&R. When will it start for us? It'll start when we go into Redemption Center, that those of us that are exchanging currency, or those of us who are redeeming our ZIM, okay. So that's when ours will start. If you're not a currency holder, and you're not doing that, I've been told it will probably start first week of December. They want us to have. People that don't have currencies, they want them to have money. So this can be a wonderful Christmas for everybody, and it will be. And remember, President Trump talked about Christmas for Thanksgiving. Gonna have a Christmas before Thanksgiving, which is 9 days away, not far. A week from this Thursday. Today is Tuesday. So let's talk a little bit about the Social Security increase. Social Security increases are going to take place. I've been told that could take place by the end of November. I'm going to say no. I think they will all start in December, but if you get your increase, it'll be substantial, not a cost of living allowance, not $8 or $6. These are real increases. And I think since tomorrow is the third Wednesday of November, and I just don't know that they're going to have anything additional other than the normal amount they've been getting. I think they intentionally do it in November, but realistically, it should be December that we get the Social Security increase. For those of us in currencies, it's not going to make a whole heck of a lot of difference. It really won't. Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see it on accounts, but, oh, there's the increase. Okay, so what? And then you'll be involved in other things, alright, so that takes care of our Social Security increases. Now let's go into what it is we're all here for. And that is the start of the GCR, the RV, the valuation of these currencies. And when we get to start, when are we going to receive our notifications? Bondholders are being told they're going to receive their notifications overnight, tonight and tomorrow. We shall have their information about how much they have. They'll have the basic information that go into their accounts and see the funds that are there, and they'll know in that email when they do have access to those funds in their account. We are fortunately expecting our email notifications from Wells Fargo to come in tomorrow, by or before noon tomorrow. So the plan is, when we receive the 800 number, we call one of the call centers that we get. You won't know where it is, but you'll be calling under appointment using the toll-free number and the zip code for the area that you want to exchange. So in other words, where you live, zip code, where you work, or zip code where you know you're going to be if you're not home, or not at work or on the road or whatever. You're going to be exchanging as little as 2 hours to 5 hours after you set your appointment. You're available for your first appointments to be exchanged. So in other words, if we get the number between, say, 10:30 and noon tomorrow, we should be able to exchange tomorrow. Wednesday afternoon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever it becomes. And that's the best news I had to give you. So that's what we've been waiting for. I've been waiting 20 years, 13 years on the big call. This is the information we've been looking to receive. Very excited about it. I don't know if my voice is, but I'm excited. I'm ready to go, and I'm also ready to get into the med bed as soon as I possibly can, and I've been told it could be fairly soon. So I'm looking forward to that. Now currencies have been trading. Currencies are on the Forex. They've been traded. We've got great rates that we're expecting on Dawn, Even the Bolivar, over $4. And of course, the dinar is going to be great, and they should offer us the contract rate on the dinar, which is very strong, very, very strong. So I'm super excited about that as well. Dawn has been traded up. Hopefully we'll continue to trade up a little bit more tomorrow and the rest of the week, and that's a good thing for us. There's nothing else I can think of that's crucial right now that you haven't heard me talk about on the big call. Many of you guys have not ever missed a call in 13 years. Wonderful. I want to thank everybody, though. Of course, Bob and Sue for having done a beautiful job as co-host on the big call. So that's what I wanted to bring tonight. We're all looking forward to tomorrow. In the time frame of mid-morning to about noon tomorrow is what I've been told. From someone who's over redemption centers. And heard and got this directly today from the new treasury in Reno, or a contact in Reno as part of the new US Treasury. Alright guys, so enjoy it. We'll be in touch with you by email. If I have any podcasts I do, or that Bob and I do, or even three of us do, we'll put it out as recorded link. You can tell I'm ready to go, and we're all ready to go. This should be our last live call. This should do it, and we'll take it from here. Let's pray the call out. Well, good night everybody. Again, watch your emails. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.